Now, for those looking for a little extra help with mortgage and rent payments because of the pandemic, more money is coming for county and city residents. Tomorrow, county commissioners are expected to approve a grant for close to $1 million for people who've been impacted by the pandemic and are having trouble affording housing. Last year, almost 1,000 families received such benefits amounting to close to $400,000. The city is expecting to get almost $10 million from the Treasury Department for the same use in the next couple of weeks.
The next round that's expected to come to the city is from the Texas Department of Housing and Community Affairs, and that's going to be a little over $850,000. And then forthcoming after that is from the Coronavirus Stimulus Fund, Recovery Fund, and that's going to be $9.8 million.
Betancourt says the same requirements apply. A family of four that makes less than $53,300 a year can qualify for the assistance. The money will be dispersed through local nonprofit organizations. The city will announce when and where people should apply in the next few weeks.